I'm Chris. Sounds just like you. I wish I knew somebody who talked like that. I would laugh every time they said anything. Hey, how's it going? Like, all right. What are you so pissed off about? I'm not pissed about anything. You sound fucking angry as hell.
I'm actually pretty fucking happy today. Thanks.
It's a fucking nice day.
Gross.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 43 of the Taste Cast, our weekly podcast where we talk about random things, we watch things, we react things, we do shit. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And quick reminder to play Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and Amnesia Collection, both offer free on PlayStation Plus. Download those, play those, come back at the end of the month. We'll be talking about it on Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of them, too. And game of the month is Overwatch. Keep playing it, because I know you're playing already, and we will do the same, and we'll talk about that on Taste Cast as well. Another real quick reminder. Next week, me and Chevy will be gone, which means Chris will also be gone. So that week, no episodes like normal. After that, things will go right back to normal. We do plan on trying to do some kind of vloggy stuff. We'll be in California during that time, so don't come find us. Yeah, we'll be doing some stuff and hopefully getting that uploaded. So there'll be something probably, but if there's not, we're not dead, hopefully. And we'll be right back to normal next week. Yeah, so we start out every Taste Cast talking about what we've been playing. I'm going to start, unless somebody else really wants to. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Been playing Dragon's Dogma some more. Still really like this game. There's one thing, though, that you actually brought up that I thought about that I don't like about the game. Found one thing, and it is the quest system drives me nuts. There's no way to really organize. It's not very intuitive. It doesn't really explain things very well, so you got to kind of fucking figure it out, which kind of takes me back to older games. But it is frustrating. Right now I'm at a point in the game where I don't know what to do. I don't have a main quest anymore, so I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Kill anything that moves.
Which I've been doing, and it's actually really fun. So the game still is fun to play, even if you don't know what you're doing. So hopefully I figure that out. Pray for me, because I need it. And yeah, you've also been playing Dragon's Dogma?
A little bit. I played one night and I didn't get very far, but I right in the beginning of the game there, because I had barely fucking touched the game, but there's a forest you go through that doesn't show up on the map until you destroy these beacons, which then allow the map to start being revealed, and eventually you get to this witch's hut. I won't talk about it any more than that. Just in case there's spoilers in there for the story.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So,
but see, there you need to go back to the forest and find the witch hut.
I don't know.
You need to go Hansel and Gretel yourself. All right.
I will
you
say
go Hansel and Gretel yourself.
The game is really just not friendly about the amount of enemies it decides to just throw at you.
Oh, hell no.
You take 5 steps and there's a pack of wolves. You take another 5 steps, there's another pack of wolves mixed with some harpies. You take another 5 steps and all of a sudden there's a bunch of bandits.
Dude, I was fighting skeletons and dire wolves and a fucking giant ogre showed up. And I was like, fuck, man.
Let me breathe.
Yeah. And I saw the ogre in the distance just walking around. I'm like, I'm going to not fucking get near him while I'm in this fight. And then eventually I'm fighting. He just kind of walks in. I'm like, oh, he saw us. I go, he's just doing ogre shit. He looked over and he's like, oh, I'm about to fuck their day up. I'm bored. Might as well. What were you going to say?
Honestly, just climb the fucker, shoot them from on top of him.
Well, that's actually something that's really cool about the game, and something you've also brought up is this is one of the only games I've ever played where your party are on equal level as you as players. It actually feels like you're playing with other people. It's kind of nice. I wish you were playing with other people though. That'd be great to make a Dragon's Dogma 2, which I hope they do. Fucking put co-op in it and the pawns. Keep those because those are a really good idea. But you'll get in fights and depending on what you're fighting, sometimes they won't even aggro you because you're the main character. A lot of games everyone kind of centers towards you and everybody that's on your team does less damage, doesn't hit as often to kind of simulate a group fight, but it's still your experience. This game, your dudes are killing people, they're killing them, you're getting them up, they're fucking, well, if you die you're dead. But yeah, there'll be fights where an ogre's fighting my 3 dudes. I'm just back there shooting arrows into its back, and it doesn't even give a shit about me. And then I'll jump on its back and start stabbing in the head while it's still fighting them. I'm like, this is awesome.
There's so many times where I'll be fighting, and I'll have your pawn, and he just runs right up and blabs something because he's chatty motherfucker.
Your mama trusts you, funny.
And he just starts smacking his shield to taunt him. So all of a sudden, everyone's attacking him. all right, whatever.
They actually had to turn off the cinematic combat because in the game, if anyone does something special, it'll zoom in on them while they do it. And it's cool at first because it actually does help, but eventually you already know what they're going to do. So I got sick of having my little dude, little Pippin, because he likes to shield bash a lot or fucking smash shield a lot. Fuck it, I just feel him fighting and then it's like zoom in, he's like kink, kink, and fucking everybody goes running after him and then I'm fighting again and then it's just like kink, kink. I'm like, we get it. Everybody's coming, Pippin. I know what's happening. He's a tough little dude.
Also, I really like the spell mechanics in the game because they feel traditional and not traditional at the same time. Like healing magic in that game, it's not like you target someone and then like you heal them. You target someone and you drop like a mist on them, and then anyone who wants to be healed has to like run into that and like get a heal over time on it.
Yeah, it's like instant. It like grows.
Yeah, well, even attack magic's very similar too. It's like this spot. Or no, I guess not. Fireball is literally just a chain of fireballs.
Yeah, your pawn and Josh's pawn both shoot that constantly.
Yeah.
It murders everything in sight.
Yeah.
I'll be fighting and then fireballs go. I'm like, and then everything just dies. I'm like, all right, good job, guys. That's less people I have to fight.
Yeah, and then enhancement is really cool. Like if because I play a melee character and I do have a magic pawn, and then Josh's magic pawn, I run up to a bunch of wolves, and wolves are weak to fire, and all of a sudden, like, I'll see this little red thing float over to me, and all of a sudden my shield and sword are glowing orange, and now I'm doing fire damage and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes you do more damage to things you're weak against. So it's, I don't know, it's really cool because, like we've already said, it makes it feel like they're actually part of the combat, because they'll react to things. I'll be fighting bandits and all of a sudden they just throw a lightning on me instead of fire just because they might do a little more damage.
Yeah, skeletons, they always throw electricity on me.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I really, really like the complexity of the group dynamic. There's very few games I can even think of that handle bots that well, if any.
I mean, it's really weird because when the game first came out, I was like, that game doesn't look that great, but the combat's pretty cool, so that's cool, whatever. But like playing it now, I'm really appreciating that their focus in that game was gameplay and AI mechanic. I mean, they put a lot of work into it. They talk about everything that's happening in the battle.
Yep.
If something flies, they'll be like, oh, I can't hit it from here. Or fucking, we need to use arrows and shit like that. And like, they're constantly just talking. And they'll talk about things that aren't even in combat when you're running around and shit.
Slowly, the more experiences they get too, they become an encyclopedia for you. Like, I'm not going to remember what everything's weak to, and you run into things and they're like, they're weak to fire.
Which is awesome.
They'll yell that, and all of a sudden everyone starts switching their stuff up to fire.
Well, even like in real life, if you were in combat, which hopefully would never happen, and you're fighting something that was weak to something, and you forgot, and somebody was with you, and they realized that you weren't remembering what the person's weak to, they'd probably fucking tell you.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, this will make this fight better or easier if you use that thing that will help you. So
I wouldn't be as polite as that.
What would you do?
Hey, you fuck nut!
Hey, fuck nut! You fucking get you fucking.
Why the fuck are you using this?
Why are you using ice? It's ice elemental. Use fucking fire.
You can do it better if you use fire, asshole.
Yeah, that I do know Chris has not played this, and I
thought he did.
The original.
Yeah,
before the original.
Before we even bought it, he was kind of like me.
He didn't like it, huh?
I don't think he played it much though.
I did.
feel like you did.
I played a bit of it, but not too much.
The intro's really long.
Yeah.
So
should definitely give another try. I want to try a magic user.
I remember shooting cyclopses in the eye to stun them.
It's funny too because like the way you interact with certain things versus other ones, like I had that move where you have the strings, you grab people and you pull them to the ground, which is really fucking awesome. Because I'll have like 4 dudes around me, I'm like, and they're all just, I start just fucking stabbing them and shit until they get up, and I do it again. But there was a giant ogre or like troll or something like that. I forgot what it was, and apparently they hate women or something, so they're assholes. But like, so they were all fighting your pawn and Josh's pawns because they're both chicks, and fucking me and Pip are back there just hitting in the back while it's not paying attention to us. And I went to use the string thing just to see what would happen, and at the exact same time when I was hitting the button, the ogre decided to leap, and he fucking jumps, and he's flying in the air like this, and I do it, and it fucking yanked him over like that, and he flew on his back and hit the ground.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that was cool.
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, so apparently I fucking pulled him down from that, and we all started hitting him, and I tried it again when he's standing, and nothing happened. So I think it's because he's in the air. I like disrupted
because he
him or
wasn't
something.
grounded or whatever. Yeah.
So
That's really neat.
So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of like
That's
things.
a flat foot bonus.
Huh?
Dungeons and Dragons term.
Yeah.
Flat-footed.
I am flat-footed, dog.
Makes you harder to knock over.
Yeah.
It's easy to knock me over. Must be hurt all the time.
No, and even like speaking of like moves and stuff, like a lot of the sword and shield moves, I was playing, I was like, these are pretty normal, you know, shield slam, taunt. Got one move where I can swing in the air to try to get flying things, but they're always flying higher than that. So like,
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm just doing this.
In the intro of the game, you have a character that does that. I'm like, that's kind of cool. But at the same time, like, how often am I going to be hitting a person that's like 5 feet over me? Like, normally they're like up there and just be like, I would hit you if you're closer.
I haven't found too many uses for it, but the move I do like, because I have two moves I really like. One's a charge. I just run in and just start lunge forward, and it's really good. Like it's really smart, like about knowing that you're trying to hit a certain person, because as long as your camera's kind of looking in the direction of the person you want, your person will just charge that guy. So I was a little worried about that. I was like, am I just gonna run in a straight line and miss people? It kind of like auto aims for you, which is nice.
I don't know if it's the same move or not, but I have a move that I hit, and my guy, I use a guy with daggers, but he like runs by them and hits them. It's really nice too, and it fucking is dead accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone's in my peripheral and I hit it, he'll fly at them. But it's really good for like when someone's running from me, I can get in there and hit them before they do it. But the cool thing about it is if you mash it, your guy will hit them, and as he passes, he'll do it again. So it reminds me almost like an anime, but it's a Japanese game.
Mine isn't that. Mine's
so
just
if I just sit there and mash him, my guy's like just like going back and forth hitting the guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And then I have another move that just makes your guy attack even faster. So I'll fly and hit him with the strings, and then fucking start going. And just fucking, it's pretty cool. I like it.
I mostly just use it to catch up to archer units, because for some reason, intelligently, they don't want to be close to you.
So they keep running and shit.
They will run, and I'm like, I'll swing and they'll be already moving, so I'll miss my swing. I'm like, God.
Have you noticed wolves also, if there's one left, they'll run and find another pack?
Yes.
That drives me fucking nuts. I've 2 different times just to make sure this is actually what they're doing. The first time it was like wounded and was just running. I'm chasing after him like, Jesus Christ. Eventually I stopped and just watched it running off. And now in the distance I saw another group of wolves. I'm like, is he really going to another fucking pack of wolves? And I was like, ugh. And I ran back to my party because they're still fighting. And I look over the hill and there's a whole bunch of wolves coming. I'm like, fuck. So I was like, that's cool, but at the same time, it's shitty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, systematically, though.
For a slide of the third day, look to the east.
Pretty much.
That's what it felt like, yeah.
But my favorite move I have to be like almost hugging them close, though. But I'll stab, and then I'll grab the sword, and I'll literally just start fucking ranking on it. And they just sit there and start taking a bunch
Do you
of damage.
look him in the eyes when you do it?
I'm pretty sure he does,
Sounds
actually.
intimate.
It's pretty creepy.
No, you can't smile. You're gonna be fucking.
No, you gotta smile. It's creepier.
You gotta let him know. Fucking, I'm taking.
The first time I did that move, it was to a wolf, and the whole time I was like, "Man, he's like really into that."
Dude, those wolves suck though. I would too. If I got my knife in them, I'd fucking.
So
Gotta make sure this never happens again.
that's probably one of my favorite moves, just because A, it's ridiculous in that sense, and then B, it does quite a bit of damage. So, but yeah, love the game. I want to play it more.
Yeah, talking about it makes me want to play it. I mean, like if the questing was done better, and the quests are fine. Actually, I think they're pretty diverse. I think they're fun. Just finding the quests and the UI.
It just needs cleaned up
it
a little more.
Needs to be smoothed out for sure. So if they make a second one, please make a second one. I would love that. Hopefully they would fix that. But like the combat and the AI system in the game makes just playing it really fun.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking fun game.
Well, and like we discussed, outside of the episode here, I think it's the only game I've ever played besides MMOs where I feel like I'm on an adventure, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because even like most fantasy games, like I don't feel like I'm on an adventure. I mean, the closest thing I even got to that was like The Witcher 3, but Witcher 3 is more like watching a cool storyline play out.
Yeah.
But like I feel like it's Geralt's adventure that I'm witnessing versus this game. I actually feel like I'm exploring and it's my adventure. It's really neat. So
Yeah, they nailed that feel.
Definitely suggest anybody. I mean, this game I think anybody could play as long as you understand some pretty basic leveling up mechanics like skills and shit like that. I mean, it's not too heavy on it, but casual players might not like all the. Yeah, I mean, you got to put items on your pawns too, so you got to manage that. Some people might not be into that, so if they had like an auto button, probably would help that out. Yeah, also been playing a game that you beat, Nier Automata. I'm pretty close. In the time that I was ahead of you, I'm pretty close to the end. You beat it, so apparently I'm pretty close if you did that so quickly, did in like a day. The game's awesome still. Really love it. Love the fucking music. Love everything about it. Me and you actually went on a journey. It's talking about journeys.
Yeah.
You showed me that there was a vinyl for Nier Automata and then also Nier Gestalt, Nier whatever, the other one, which are 2 versions in Japan. And I got curious about what the fuck those were, so we ended up looking it up. And the original Nier that came out on PS3 is a game that I feel like I need to own, because I didn't ever look at it when it first came out. That game's awesome looking.
Yeah.
Looks just like Nier Automata, except for older. Like it just blows my mind that nobody really played that, because now everybody played Nier Automata, and I just hope they do a re-release, like an HD re-release.
I would love for them to do a re-release of that and the Drakengard games, and they don't even have to really touch them up. Just port them over to the PlayStation 4. I mean,
well, even they don't have to do like a full thing. Just make them playable on PS4. But we even like went back and watched, like, because I was curious, because I've always heard it's related to Drakengard 3. Apparently the guy who's made all the Nier games made Drakengard and Drakengard 3. 2 is made by somebody else. So he's been in it for a long time. But it's funny because you go to the original Drakengard and it's like a fantasy Dynasty Warriors game. And then 2 is also like that. And then 3 takes some elements of fighting groups of people, but it's Nier. It's like the early predecessor to Nier.
Yeah.
You can tell. The music's really dramatic. The action's way more off, like just crazy.
over the top. Yeah.
Over the top. Really action-packed. Really cool
Even
looking.
the visual style of the characters, you can definitely see that's where it started.
Is cleaner looking and like just very anime-esque. It's weird how much of a difference there's between that one and the first 2 Drakengards. Yeah. So it's interesting to see like where Nier started. But yeah, playing Nier. I hope to beat it. I actually have it on my PS4 right now, paused because I was playing before we filmed. And yeah, I want to beat it soon because everybody's been telling me what happens when you beat the game. I'm not going to say it because someone might want to be surprised. But everybody's been telling me about it. I've seen a little bit of it now from you playing it. It's got me interested, so I'd like to beat it because I feel like you don't fully beat the game until you play it a second time or third time. Yeah, anything you want to throw out there? You beat the game.
Awesome game. If you haven't played it yet, pick it up. It goes on sale all the time now. And
it's worth full price.
As far as beating it multiple times, I don't even think that's optional. I think that is necessary if you care even a little bit about the story.
It's a short game too.
Well, there's literally, on my second playthrough, I'm not going to say any spoiler stuff, but there are cutscenes that didn't exist the first time. There's dialogue that didn't exist. There's situations that didn't exist the first time, and it's still technically the same story. Really cool, and you're getting more insight into things that you kind of like were left open the first playthrough. So very intentional that you play it multiple times.
When there's a character that shows up once in the first playthrough that you eventually play as. So I mean, like, yes, for anything that's I mean, it just kind of hints this character exists. So you're obviously going to get the information on the third playthrough, I believe.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, beating the game is not beating the game that game. That's beating somebody's
until you get
playthrough.
Endings, I believe A, B, and C, you have not beaten the game.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting way they've made the game.
It's so layered,
Yeah.
and I probably should have guessed that because the music itself is so layered, and we've said that a million times, but it'll start off real subtle, it'll start adding layers, and all of a sudden it becomes this huge, complicated, and it slowly gets louder, which is great, to the point where like it is literally the atmosphere that you're experiencing is easily 75% the music doing it for you. And even in the second playthrough, when you're doing another thing that character specializes in, the music changes, but it's the same soundtrack, but the music changes again, and it's so incredibly well put together.
Just how the design of the game is so meticulous and methodical, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty straightforward game, but all the fucking details and all the things they didn't have to do, but they did it. It's just like so painstaking sounding on how much work they put into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like constant, like I'm a huge audiophile, so like just listening to the music and how it transitions from one thing to the next in the progression is really impressive. It's not something that games typically do, so it's like it's just a real treat to hear that and know that when they're making this game, they were thinking about the whole experience and not just like, we need to put a song to this while you fight. So it's just like, just so they throw a fucking song in there.
Right.
Like somebody was like,
fishing game.
like that fishing game. That game, yeah.
I downloaded that. I haven't played it yet though.
You did?
Yeah, it's free. It's free to play.
What?
Yeah.
You need to play that. Fucking stream it.
Oh yeah, stream a fishing game. That'll be real entertaining.
Oh, speaking of streaming too, we had a request to play Dragon's Dogma, so we're planning on doing that soon. Hopefully, either me or Chevy, or maybe both of us will do that soon. Because I just want to let you know, person who commented, forgot her name at the moment. We're gonna do that. Yeah, but Nier's awesome.
Yeah, it is. We said it before. You know, it's definitely a game of the year contender. Top 3 for me, easy.
Although that's getting really fucking, that box is getting tight, man. Cause fucking, there's so many fucking games this year that I'm just like, this is so good. There's so many good games this year. Yeah. It's insane. The beginning of the year started out really fucking strong to the point where I was like, these are the games of the year. And then there's like that, you know, while there where like nothing really happened, which was great because fucking I could actually play these games. And now a bunch of games are coming out again, and I'm like, these are also awesome. So I'm just like, there's too many fucking good games. Gran Turismo, well, I guess it's Friday, so came out Tuesday. So I'll let you know if I fucking enjoyed that since we're pre-recording. That's confusing. But I'm so excited for that. I mean, I played it and it's amazing. Segue, played Gran Turismo Sport, the trial, as a recording. Game's amazing. Can't wait to buy it. It looks amazing, feels amazing. Works great with the wheel. If you like sim racers, buy it because yeah, it's awesome. Did you play it? No, you didn't. You saw me play it though. Yeah, I won't go into that too much because I'd like to actually play the full game, which is out now. Ghost Recon Ghost War came out, which is the free download DLC PvP mode for Ghost Recon. They originally wanted to come out when the game came out, but it didn't. And now it's out, and it's awesome. If you played Wildlands and you liked it and you wanted a versus mode, it's here. There's, I think, 6 or 8 maps right now. They're all really big. It's got a really good emphasis on essentially moving in tactfully and like tactically. And my brain was processing. And working together, communicating. When you kill anybody, they're down for the match until somebody gets them up, which I think is a really cool system because you just lay there and then you watch other people play. And then if someone comes up and gets you up, then you're back in the game. So literally you'll go, it's always 4v4 right now, but it'll be like 4v4, 4v3, 3v3, 3v4, like, because now you know somebody got up. I literally sat on a hill, same Private Ryan style, and watched a dude laying in a field, and a guy ran out, and I fucking sniped him. And then I saw a third guy run out there, and I fucking sniped him. And then the fourth guy didn't go out. So, like, the rest of my team just ran through town looking for him, and they killed him. So, it's really neat. It's also cool, too, when you're dead, you can, you're fixed, your camera view is fixed on the character, whoever you're watching, play, spectating. And you can move the camera around them to look, and you can spot things.
You can ghost.
Yeah, you can ghost. And you hit a button, and it'll put an arrow, and it makes a little toot sound. And it's kind of neat, because even when you're dead, you're still interacting, you're giving people intel. You can also still talk to them, which is kind of crazy. But the other team can do it as well, so it's almost like you're getting intel, which is weird, because in a lot of FPSs, if you're dead, they
don't want you talking.
They don't want to be unfair, but in this, it's different. There was one situation that kind of got me so frustrated that I audibly was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I just yelled that out, because, like, there's a dude standing here and up on a conveyor belt. I was watching my guy, he's looking this way, and he's just looking around. I'm looking up with a camera, and I see just fucking Sasquatch, because he's in a ghillie suit. This guy's get up, and it's just a dark silhouette up there. And I was like, drink, 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 just fucking putting the arrow on him. And my guy's just like, and Sasquatch up there's just looking around. I'm like, up there, he's right fucking there. And then my guy's just like, yeah, and like ran off. I'm like, so I wish people would pay more attention to that. But really cool. They apparently are going to keep adding content to this, which seems to be Ubisoft's thing now. I would love to see this gain popularity because it's really fun. It's really cool to have a tactical
versus
game. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's see. And then the last game I've been playing, pretty much primarily only this game all week, has been Evil Within 2. I love this game. I actually played, I'm going to be doing a review for it soon. Evil Within, I beat it like a couple days before Evil Within 2 came out. So I got to experience that. I actually really like that game. Preview for my review on that. But yeah, Evil Within 2 is awesome. They took some things away from it, and a lot of people complained about that. There's you don't hide anymore. You used to be able to hide in closets, under beds, stuff like that, and it was very much part of the gameplay. But in my playthrough of it, only used it in the beginning of the game. The rest of the game, I didn't use it anymore. So I don't necessarily miss it. But I get if people did hide a lot in that game, why they'd be upset. But they added a cover system now, so you can kind of, it's not even like cover, like shoot cover. You can shoot from cover, but it's more like sneaking. You can get behind boxes and like move around them, stuff like that. Right. So I feel like that was just the emphasis. The big change for me though that I've noticed, graphically it's way better looking. It's actually a really good looking game, but it's more of like an open area, open zone that you can kind of explore. There's like all these different houses and all these different events that happen constantly, which is really neat. And the game's actually scary. The first game was not scary at all. It was a really cool themed game. I love like more macabre, like dark stuff. So like just seeing people with barbed wire coming out of their bodies, shit like that. It's really interesting and had some cool ideas. This game though, I legitimately have had a couple points where I didn't want to go further anymore, which is really a big deal for me because most horror games don't freak me out. The game's also really fun too though, so I'm like, I definitely want to keep going, but there's a ghost lady that's after me and it's really fucking creepy. The first time you run into her, kind of a spoiler alert, but you go into houses and different things happen in all these different houses, which is really impressive. Talking about like layered gameplay and methodical stuff, there's a lot of things that happen constantly whenever you go into different areas, which is really kind of cool for an open world game. Well, it's not open world, but open exploration area. But you go into this house and it's like many of the other houses, obviously, and I was walking down a hallway and just for a split second the lamp just kind of like dimmed for a second. I was like, that's kind of creepy. I walk in the room and like you start like interacting with stuff in the room and chairs start like moving and floating and shit. I'm like, that's kind of creepy. And then on my controller, which the rest of the game has not done anything with the controller speaker at all until now, I hear a girl like making noise. I was like, ew. And she's like, and I'm like, that's creepy. And then like the room gets slightly blue tinted and there's fog in there now. And you start reading a note and this person's like, oh, we're hiding in here, blah, 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 but we're hearing a girl or whatever in the house. And they're like, it's suddenly getting really cold. Like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm experiencing that too. You go out to the hallway and nothing's going on. You walk down the hall and all of a sudden fucking a couch flies up and slams into the wall. And then you turn around down the hallway. There's like this fucking like 8-foot tall woman just like sitting there like creepy. And she starts walking slowly and all of her clothes and her hair are like floating almost like she's underwater. And then she does the whole like very Japanese like grudge, like the quick movement in your face shit. And then there's this whole segment where you have to like stealth and try and hide from her as she's like pursuing you. It's creepy because the closer you get to her, you can hear her on your controller. And she's like saying your name. She's like, Sebastian. And then like if she sees, she's like, I see you. And she starts like creeping after you shit. And it's fucking creepy. It's neat. So definitely suggest Evil Within 2 to anybody who liked the first game or is even curious about it. I don't think you need to play the first game really. Probably doing yourself a favor storyline wise if you skip it because it's really confusing. But yeah, I love it. It's awesome. What have you guys been playing?
I've been playing Blizzard.
That's been playing the company.
Someone needs to get some of that money. Send some VR headsets our way. I've been committing fraud.
Yeah, I played some HOTS. I finally got all of my Pachimaru stuff.
For people who don't know, what's HOTS?
Heroes of the Storm. It's Blizzard's version of a MOBA. It's very arcadey compared to other MOBAs. And the fact that you don't buy items or return to base to buy items. Characters all level up and you pick talents to adjust your skills. And you have access to all your skills right off the bat. It's very different from MOBA. I find it very simple compared to other MOBAs I've played before, but fun nonetheless.
Which is cool though, because like there's going to be more dedicated ones we got to know a lot about, and some people might want to play a MOBA and just jump in and have fun. I think Blizzard's the right company to do that. All their games are just like, hey, hardcore people and casual people, you'll both love our game.
Yeah, there's definitely a meta to Heroes of the Storm. If you play competitively against other people, there's definitely like a rotational meta that's happening. I don't follow that. I just play casually by myself, usually bots, just to get the achievements.
You can do that?
Yeah, I play against bots all the time.
I played with Chris a couple rounds and bots. And the bots
are really good.
The bots are actually pretty good too, which is nice. As something. I'm not a huge MOBA fan, obviously, though I'm appreciating them a little more with them being a variety of them anymore. But
yeah, for a while there was like 3.
Yeah, I was expecting the bots to literally be like, this is our role, this is our lane, we're going forward, because that's what a lot of early MOBAs did with their bots. And in this, they actually will react to situations and change their strategy and stuff, which is really cool. Especially like if like there's a map objective and you're taking it, they'll go send all but one of our guy over there to make sure they don't get that objective, and they'll come up there. And even if you leave to go mess with the first guy or the single person, you have a head start, but they'll catch on to that and they'll go, no, we gotta defend that guy now, and they'll adjust gameplay depending on what's going on. So it's really smart in that regard. I hate the controls. I hate them. I told you that when we were playing the whole time. I was like, I don't get this. Why are the controls like this? But I guess that's just how
That's how MOBAs are.
Yeah, awful. I think the mouse button should be switched. I should probably just go in.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to, because I think right clicking to move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And left click to select things.
Yeah, it's weird. It should be the other way around, I think. I don't know. It just feels unnatural when I'm playing.
I'm so used to it at this point. It's right click to move and target it, or right click to move and attack enemies.
Yeah, I feel like right click should be the action button and not the movement button. But yeah, it's weird for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
it just feels backwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it, because obviously I haven't played it, but I don't remember having problems with controls in prior MOBAs that I played, but it's been a while, so I don't know what's been standardized at this point.
There's one map the bots kind of get janky on, and it's a StarCraft map. It's where you have to control the points of the satellites to make the Zerg attack the enemy.
Yeah.
And your bots and the enemy's bots will just continuously rotate between the satellites, capturing them back. So I'm just sitting there pushing objections, like, fuck that, I'm going after bases. They're just never ending, never ends.
Oh, I'm sure they'll fix it then. But
yeah, that's what I've played that. A little bit here and there. Blizzard's World of Warcraft here and there. I have 2 characters at max level now.
Yeah, max level characters in Blizzard?
2 of them. Only because Demon Hunter started at level 100, so that's only 10 levels to gain. And when I got the expansion, well, it's the hero class, so they always start like really close to max level of what the expansion they're in is.
So what is there to really unlock with them then, within 10 levels?
Well, they've changed how talent trees work. There's
I know weapons are different. You've talked about
weapons
that before,
are different, yeah. So talents are like, instead of having like individual trees and putting points in various points and things, you have this like kind of like spreadsheet of talents, and each one has like, each set of levels has 3 talents to pick from, and you adjust your talents varying on what you want to do. So, like, you're just unlocking all those talents.
That's interesting.
And the backstory of how Demon Hunters came to be into the game and stuff.
Diablo.
What?
They came from Diablo.
No, wrong Demon Hunters.
Same people.
Like, they can only elves can be Demon Hunters. I think it's the first racial specific only class in the game. Like, only Night Elves and Blood Elves can be Demon Hunters, and other races can.
Racism, dog.
It fits lore.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But it's interesting. It gives a little backstory if you've played WoW from like Burning Crusade at least onwards. It gives you kind of backstory of what happened to Black Temple and why there was like no other demon hunters other than Illidan there, because he's training them because they're outside Black Temple all training, and when you get there they're just like, I don't know where they are. They're kind of gone at the moment. Yeah. And I've been playing copious amounts of Photoshop.
Copious
Copious amounts.
By Blizzard.
By Blizzard.
Blizzard's Photoshop.
Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, that's all I've been doing.
It's understandable you're busy, so.
So my list is pretty big, but I mean, I would say about like 85% of that's been Evil Within too. So I mean, it's all I've been playing.
Yeah, most of my list has been Nier Automata, but I have played a few games this week. So, speaking of which, Nier Automata and Dragon's Dogma, which we already talked about. Still want to play more of both of those. I did play Overwatch.
Oh, yeah.
With you. So I was a little surprised you didn't bring that up.
It's all a blur for him.
Life is a blur.
Game of the month, so took an opportunity to play. It was good timing because the PvE event started. I also bought 10 loot boxes, or it's 11. It's 11.
It's 11. You get a bonus one.
I bought 11 loot boxes just because I hadn't played in such a long time. Wanted to see if I can get some of this stuff. And I actually did end up getting, I think, 2 skins from the event.
You got the Corsair skin for Ana.
Yep. And then I got the Helsing skin for
McCree. Yeah.
I wanted the Dragon Symmetra one. It's the only one I care about. So.
I wanted Agumon.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was cool. I told Chris when we were playing, I always forget how good shooters feel on a keyboard and mouse. So we were playing one match and someone dropped out, and Chris was like, "Well, we're fucked." And that was supposed to be the end of it, and I was stuck with
you were Hanzo. You were doing fucking ridiculously good on Hanzo.
We ended up winning, and yeah, a lot of that was like I don't know if I was just like extra focused or what, but I was just like getting headshots left and right. So that was a fun match. It was stressful, which is always probably one of the best ways to play a shooter, is to be a little bit stressed.
I played Grandma. I just held the fire button down and just hoped for the best.
Yeah, that was probably the hardest character. I played all 4 characters in the mode, and playing Ana is
she's the roughest
bitch in that. So
yep.
Let's see. I also played Mario Rabbids for Switch. Kingdom Battle, I think is the name. It's a long name. It's the Mario Rabbids technical name. I've been taking the Switch with me on the commute to work and playing a couple rounds. Game's fun. Looks like there is actually going to be some depth to it because I've been introduced to skill trees and the points that you get to actually buy things in the skill trees, and every character actually has some differences, which is cool. And you can only use 3 characters at a time, so you have to actually kind of think about what kind of strategy you want to have and stuff. So it's pretty deep.
How many parties can you fit Rabbit Peach into?
She's the one I'm not using right now.
Actually. Oh man,
I'm using right now Mario, Rabbid, Luigi, and Luigi. So
got 2 Luigis.
I got 2 Luigis because one of them is kind of like a berserker with a shield, which would be the Rabbid one, and then the other one uses a sniper rifle, aka his vacuum cleaner, to shoot from across the map. So
the fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. I want to get past the first map though. The worlds are huge, so I'm thinking there isn't that many of them. But I've just been going and going and going and waiting just kind of to go to another zone at some point. So, but that's where I'm at on that. I humored the idea of picking up Stardew Valley on the Switch. It'd be kind of nice to have that game.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Portable. I want to talk to Josh and see how it plays because he has it on PS4, so I don't know how the console version plays because it's a very mouse-heavy game.
It's probably fine.
So
probably does everything on grids.
Yeah,
probably. I do know it's the top-selling game in their e-store, on the Nintendo e-store right now. So, so great for concerned ape and Chucklefish on that one.
Well, when that game came out, it met high praise, so it was really popular.
Yeah, that guy's a millionaire by now.
Well, it was even praised by the creator of Harvest Moon, saying it was like the spiritual successor to the game.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't get any creative freedom to make those. Like, that's Natsume going, hey, make another Harvest Moon. Hey, make another Harvest Moon. There's a corporate structure there versus a guy with a passion project. And the other game I played is Battle Chasers. It is a turn-based role-playing game by THQ Nordic. Awful name. Really beautifully done animations for the combat, though, which is really cool. And really unique characters, even though I know you had said that reviews said the character development in the game was the weakest aspect of the game.
I said that?
Yes. When we were talking about that game coming out, when we did the what's coming out this month.
Yeah, I just remember that they were saying that the name of the game was dumb and don't be fooled by because the game's really good.
Oh yeah.
So the game is pretty good so far.
Battle Chasers is a really lame game.
It's
like,
a very lame
sounds like
game.
a Sega game or something.
But there's some polish there. It's really neat. Like I said, when you're in combat and you pick your moves and stuff like that, the animation of your character actually going over and doing the move seems like it was painstakingly done, which is really nice. And then it has a really unique system to where if you do damage, you get energy back. But if you have overcharge, that's a temporary mana for just the fight you're in. But you can use it in replace of your mana so that you don't ever have to actually spend into your mana pool, so that you can continue using moves longer and longer as long as you remember to auto attack every once in a while. So neat game. I think if you're into JRPGs and you want a kind of like the Western take on that, you should check it out. It's cool.
Should I play it?
You should try mine.
Okay, fair.
So no.
Well, I'm completely unsure because I think he would appreciate aesthetically the game.
I saw a video of it. It looked cool.
Yeah, I just don't know if the pacing is going to be his cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm struggling through Persona 5. I appreciate the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It's just not really my kind of game. So
I think you'd like it though, but you also are more into
hates it.
turn-based role-playing
I
games.
mean, I've been really hankering to play Secret of Mana lately.
Wrong kind of RPG.
Legends of
but-
Mana.
Not gonna happen.
Shut your mouth. I have them.
Well, it's getting
Well,
re-released.
I have
anyways.
Legends of Mana.
Well, goddamn, go play them
I
then.
also have Legend of Mana.
I also have video games.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Other than that, though,
Our viewers don't like liars.
I bought a game.
I got a lot of fucking games. I got too many.
I bought a game that I haven't played yet.
How am I doing on this channel?
What'd you get?
Fate Extala. I don't know the full name of it, but it's a Dynasty Warriors game that's based in the Fate.
Fate Zero.
universe. Yeah. So, I read a couple reviews that said the gameplay is pretty simple, but if you're into the Fate animes or manga,
What's it for?
everything.
Huh.
But supposed to be fun enough. So I decided to go and pick it up. It's $30.
It's a Dynasty
so.
Warriors game.
Well, it was on sale for $30.
Hack and slash games.
It's still a $60 game. So
Was it made by them, or it's just like a Dynasty Wars type game?
it was. It plays like a Dynasty Warriors game, but it's not made by the Dynasty Warriors
Okay,
people.
okay.
Yeah. It is made by. I think it's. Ooh, I actually don't know. I'll look that up real quick.
I think it's really interesting though that like obviously I've heard plenty about the Fate series or whatever animes, but like there's so many other things branched off of it, like games and stuff. I didn't realize it was. I knew it was big enough, but I didn't realize it was big enough to merit people making games. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
interesting.
Well, the mobile game is huge in Japan and
Yeah.
is doing pretty well over here as well. So on Steam, the game has a 9 out of 10, which is pretty
Really?
pretty good.
Wow.
Because the Metacritic is 69%. So that's really strange.
69's fine for me, but like 9 out of 10. That's either fanboys or the game's pretty legit.
It's close to 1,400 fanboys at that point.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent. But yeah, it's a 3.5 out of 5 star essentially on Metacritic, and it is made by. It's not going to tell me apparently.
That mystery company.
Blizzard.
Yes.
Marvelous.
Marvel.
Who? Never fucking
Developed
heard
and
of
published
these
by Marvelous.
Guys, we're marvelous.
I bet you if you saw the
Fuck
logo,
yeah,
you
we
probably
are.
know.
Marvelous. Some marvelous dudes.
That sounds like an anime.
Marvelous dudes.
Just like magical girl but magical guy anime, which isn't as common.
So every time one of the marvelous dudes shows up, there's gonna be like the sparkles and stuff around them, and just kind
One of them has roses
bright.
that bloom every time he talks.
Marvelous also does
And they
the
fix their glasses. Fucking the roses come up.
Senran
I'm like, ooh,
Kagura.
marvelous. Someone's gonna steal this idea. Just everything they do is just great. And just Marvel, and everybody's just like, man. We looking up?
That company.
The company.
That you're rambling on about right now.
We're not talking about that company at all. We're talking about marvelous men, guys, dudes. Normal conversation.
They've done Senran Kagura, which is the ninja game where when they beat each other up, their clothes rip off and stuff.
Cooking game with cinnamon.
Rune Factory 4, Harvest Moon 3D,
Okay.
Valhalla Knights 3.
All big hits. All bangers.
Monster Hunter Stories.
All bangers. I still need to play that.
They are a subsidiary of Xseed.
Stories. Which one's that one? That's
The
one
RPG.
The RPG that's anime. Looking.
the one with the like, little chibi animal.
Monsties.
Yeah, they got fucking monsters.
The one
All
you're
right.
judging before trying.
Anything else you played?
No.
All right. So we got 4 videos we're going to be watching. First one is a very short one, but Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds is coming out, I think, in a month. The expansion, not expansion, but DLC, might as well be expansion, to Horizon Zero Dawn, where you'll be going to a snowy place. It's going to be new things to fight, new weapons, I believe, new characters, and storyline. So pretty cool. I'll definitely be picking up because Horizon Zero Dawn was and is definitely Game of the Year material for me this year. I loved it. I beat it in a fucking week. But yeah, this is a new trailer, just came out. It shows off the environments. 57 seconds, so this will be brief. Anything you guys want to say before we watch it?
Chris needs to play it.
Have you? Yeah, I was about to ask, have you played it? No.
It's Blizzard. I've been playing Blizzard.
There's a blizzard in this. It's snowy. There's no marvelous dudes, though.
Is Arthas there?
Yes.
Are you lying to me?
No, I would never. I've never lied in my life. All right, let's watch this.
It's ICC.
It's all in-game stuff. I believe it's on a PS4 Pro.
It looks gorgeous.
Looks gorgeous. Apparently, the DLC will look better than the original game, too. They up the graphics.
It looks very cold.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, like, I look at some early PS4 games, and we're already so far into the cycle now that, like, I look at this game, look at older games, I'm like, Jesus, we've gone a long way. But they work some magic to make this game happen. Because it's gorgeous. And I got a shiver. I'm a little cold from that. Yeah, so environments.
Except for that pool she's standing in front of.
Was it steaming?
It was a geothermic pool.
Mm.
You can tell by the coloration around it.
So something you might want to get in.
No.
No?
No. No. It looks like the melting...
Oh, no.
No, no.
Don't you know?
Oh, yeah, no, no. Cheater and Gary, eh? Don't you? No, don't go in that pool, no.
Looks gorgeous. I'm excited for it. Like I said already before we watched the video, I'm a big fan of the game. I want more stuff to do in it. I actually haven't played it since they added the new game plus, so I should probably play it right now. But yeah, gorgeous. Really cold looking. A lot of snow and geothermic pools that, don't you know, go in those.
No, no. They're usually acidic and they melt you.
They'll just melt you.
This is slowly morphing into like an Irish accent.
Those geothermic pools over around the garage next to the gear bridge. Watch out for bears over there, don't you know? That's Canadian, not
Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, thoughts on Minnesota.
Been there, it's cold.
The DLC looks gorgeous. They didn't really show anything they haven't shown yet already on there. Though I do appreciate that they're at least letting people know that it still exists and that it's coming out.
Yeah, because I forgot. I thought it was out.
Yeah. So they needed something to come out to kind of remind people. I'll be picking this up. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's a really cool storyline.
It's really good. I'm excited. I actually want to see more of what Aloy's doing at this point, which is awesome.
That annoys me, her name.
I don't like it either, but the game's so good it doesn't matter. They could have called her garbage. I wouldn't have cared.
If it kind of makes sense in the world they live in, though, because
Sure.
you know they're essentially cavemen in a time where metals exist still.
They praise and fucking worship technology. So
it's a word I'm sure they heard and decided to turn into a name. So.
I mean, one tribe fucking worships a door. So pretty neat.
It's a very cool game. Like I said, want to see more of her journey, and I would love for them to make another game in the future, especially without spoilers. The ending of that game definitely leads it open to more games.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. And hopefully their team's big enough if they're going to keep doing Killzone. Otherwise, I think this game killed that game because it's way better.
Way better.
I like Killzone. I think it's really neat. I never got really into them, but I think they're really well-made games. But this game is so fucking far beyond it.
Yeah.
In design and everything. It's amazing.
And Chris needs to play it.
Chris needs to play it.
Chris needs to play it.
And what is Chris needs to play it?
Otherwise, we're going to do Game of the Year, and he's going to be like, Overwatch. I'm like, that came out already.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
That didn't come out this year.
I played Blizzard this year, and it wins. Yeah, you need to play some of the games this year.
I played some.
All right.
I beat Neo.
You did play Neo?
That's also contender for sure. That's coming out to PC soon too.
Yeah, which is awesome for
yeah.
PC players.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. What'd you think? Chris needs to play it.
It looks cold.
Yeah, it is cold looking.
It looks a little chilly.
Okay, so last week we I want to be specific here. Square Enix is publishing a racing game. We watched it. None of us were really that impressed with it. Looks pretty generic. Doesn't look bad. It's whatever. Called Gravel. So that's something that shows Square Enix is to the point now. Something I kind of want to talk about, or a little bit. I want to talk about. It seems like Square Enix is getting comfortable again, becoming a publisher as well as a developer, thank you, which is cool because they used to do that and then they got into trouble for a while there. Nobody liked them for a while, even their fans. Now they're fixing that, and now it seems like it's just a better sign of the company getting stronger again, because now they are taking other games from other people and publishing them. And with that, it seems like they're trying to get out of their bubble, because they have another game coming out that they're publishing called Monster Energy Supercross. It is a motorcycle dirt bike game, so that's really interesting that they have a gravel off-road racing game and now a dirt bike game. Thoughts on that before we watch the video?
I think Square has always, once they decided to start doing publishing, kind of focused a lot on that because it was probably easier money than development. And they backed off a little bit, obviously, because financially they were kind of getting in trouble.
Hoping that Final Fantasy 14 wouldn't kill them.
So part of buying Eidos, obviously, was publishing Eidos games for just having more financial stake in them than just publishing them in the general. But it is nice to see them getting comfortable enough to publish more titles now, though I do want them to become more comfortable to develop more titles. That's kind of what I miss. They used to actually make a lot of games, and now they make almost nothing.
Yeah, so they just pop out a big title like every once in a while.
Yeah. Chris?
I don't like it. I don't think they should be doing this yet. Getting that comfortable with publishing other games. They haven't really proven to the fan base too strongly that they are good at making their own games. And it seems like they're kind of falling back into bad habits. It's like a junkie going back to drugs again.
Well, I don't 100% agree with you, but I think it's a really good point you're making, because they were at one point one of the big companies. They were one of the biggest Japanese developers, a la like EA, Activision, Ubisoft, along with the Capcom and Konami. Fuck them, because they suck. But yeah, there used to be a bunch of big companies that did more than just develop games. They would also publish games. So I think it is something they need to do eventually, but from what you're saying, I agree only in the sense that maybe they should not be doing it just yet.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
they establish themselves a little.
They're jumping
stronger.
the gun on this.
Yeah, because maybe they are getting a little too comfortable and they're publishing these games. I haven't seen this one yet, but the other game,
the last one,
I don't think it's going to do that well.
So, I understand the sentiment where you're coming from, but I also understand that in the case here, is Gravel getting a physical release, or are they just doing the digital aspect for them so the people making the game don't have to worry about it? In which case, they're literally just putting someone else's product into a digital store and getting a cut of it at that point. So they're not losing anything by doing it. If anything,
it's got to cost them a little bit of money though to do that.
A little bit, yeah. But obviously, if they didn't feel they were going to sell enough copies to make at least.
Well, my only concern though is if they keep publishing games that have their name on it, regardless if they develop it or not, and they're bad, these aren't under. They're. It's just like people who see like fucking executive producer fucking Quentin Tarantino. And they're like, oh, he directed that. I hear that all the time. So it's like, oh, didn't blah blah direct? I'm like, no, they're a producer, which means as little as they said, hey, this movie's good. I talked with the director and said I liked the movie.
Yeah.
To them actually being there and helping with it. People still take that as they were involved a lot. So seeing Square Enix on the case or the download of this game, if they they only got 2 games right now, but if they keep publishing games that potentially aren't that great, it could slightly tarnish the way people look at it over time, which is not that big a deal, but can be. I think it could grow. And it's way too early to be talking about that, but I'm saying there is dangers and them just like, hey, we're publishing again now. We're going to publish a lot of stuff that people don't really care about.
Yeah.
So hopefully, this game looks cool. I'm not really a motocross guy, but gravel, I'm calling it now. I don't think it's going to be the fucking game of the year or anything people are going to be clamoring about. I'd love to be wrong. I want every game to be awesome. But, yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Good talk. Monster Energy. That's another thing, too. I'm like, Monster Energy, the video
screams
game.
90s to me already.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels outdated. Although I do miss motocross games. I remember, Motocross Madness 1 and 2. Loved those games.
You want a good motocross-esque game, Jet Moto.
Jet Moto is alright, yeah.
No, Jet Moto.
Motocross Madness was dope though, because if you drove out of the boundaries, anyone who played it fucking knows this. You'd blow up and fly back into the map, and it'd make this boom fucking sound.
And you would just ragdoll. Yeah.
I would just drive out there just to do that. Back when that was impressive. Now I would just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm too old for this shit. But yeah, hopefully it's cool. Swear to see Monster Energy drink, the game.
To be a champion
Dangy.
is not about what you wear.
As he puts on all Red Bull gear.
About what you ride.
It's a little conflicting.
It's about
Gameplay?
how you feel.
Looks all in-game footage, so that looks
pretty
really
good.
cool.
Yeah. I actually didn't realize that. I thought it was CGI. I didn't show a whole lot.
The title, though.
Yeah, I think that's my only complaint, really.
Yeah.
The official video game. Thoughts?
It's hard to have deep thoughts about this at all. It
don't have to.
It looks like
We'll have a deep conversation.
It looks like like it'll be a competent motocross game.
I actually am going to say more than I thought I would. I think it actually looks kind of neat. I think graphically it's better looking than I thought it was going to look. I hate the name, obviously, and I don't really care about. I don't really care about Monster Energy drinks. I don't drink them very much, if at all. Yeah, I hope it's cool because, like I said, I do kind of miss back in the day when there was like a big selection of different kinds of video games. Every once in a while, it's fun to play like a motocross game, a wrestling game. They still make them, but there's like tennis game. Yeah, just all those random things you used to get with consoles. Now we have 5 genres that you can play from: fighting game, racing game, shooter, MOBA, fighting. Or I just said fighting game. So yeah, there's those, and so yeah, it'd be cool to get more flavor in there. Looks neat. Hopefully, people who are into motocross like it because then it'll succeed.
I mean, the premise of it is not something I'm super interested in, but graphically it looks really well done.
Pretty surprised by that.
It's apparently on the Unreal Engine, or at least that's what it said at the end screen. So, that's well-known engine. So it's going to be graphically a great game.
Yeah. And it looks better than Gravel to me.
Far.
I barely even saw any of it. We watched more than it deserved. 10 minutes of footage last week on Gravel.
Yeah.
When I was editing it, I was watching, I'm like, damn, we watched this for a while. Because every scene we're just all sitting there like. I like to throw some shit in here that we can't just watch the same stuff every week. So I want to throw some stuff in there that we can maybe have negative opinions about. Typically, we watch shit and we're all like, yeah, that's awesome looking.
Right.
So, speaking of another thing that we typically don't watch things on, Code Vein is like an anime Dark Souls that's coming out. I've been keeping my eye on it. Looks pretty cool. I think it has to do with vampires.
It does.
It makes sense with Vane.
Yeah. Yep.
This game does look style-wise really cool.
Well, yeah, and so it's caught my eye. Apparently, there's customization in the game as well. I did not know that. But
Chris started paying attention finally.
Yeah. You can change this and wear stuff. And Chris fucking
Can I color coordinate them? It's very important to me.
I need color
Will I
coordination.
look amazing while killing things?
I'll be a marvelous dude.
Just like my druid. It's amazing.
But yeah, it's funny too because I forgot what site I was looking at. But they're like all those people that are sad that Dark Souls is gone. You know, this game is coming out. It's got something to play, which I think is cool. That even though they're making Bloodborne too, right?
From what I understand, I thought there was
I
another one being
don't think
made.
there's any confirmation on that at all.
I thought there was a leak or something. Anyway, so you at least have that coming out. But I mean, like
Also
Neo's
play
out.
Neo,
Neo's
yeah.
awesome. I would say skip the Surge. I played it. It's kind of neat, but gets super repetitive, which was really disappointing. But yeah, this game also looks really awesome. I'm babbling, so let's watch it.
Yeah.
I got to play some of the new English build of Code Vein recently, and what you're seeing here is about 13 minutes of me exploring a dungeon, dying, and exploring some more.
I like
If you
the
want to see
style.
me
I like that it's
complete
anime,
boss
but also
fight gameplay, be
realistic
sure to head over
looking.
to GameSpot.com.
The fuck are you shooting at?
I do like you have people on your team too.
Yeah, well, that could just be like for this mission.
Yeah.
There's an energy meter.
It's very dark.
Yeah.
Also doesn't help we have all these fucking lights.
Oh. Fireball. You missed.
Yeah, just didn't do anything apparently.
Dude.
And
Yeah.
dead.
I was gonna say. Oh.
This guy not played fucking Dark Souls before?
Apparently not.
This goes into that whole people getting angry about game journalists not being good at games. They never have.
We'll put that to good use.
A regicide bayonet.
Use it.
There we go.
Oh,
Nope.
that's already different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Neo has rifles and Bloodborne
Yeah.
has guns.
Oh, yeah. Bloodborne, your gun is your shield, though.
Yeah, they're there to kind of buy a second.
Good job. You threw a red light at nothing.
He's a marvelous dude.
You missed it again. Were you even targeting that time? Yeah, then the range of your spells there, bud.
It's cool. She'll kill it for him.
Right?
This guy just gets hit.
Yeah.
Should really try to block or avoid that shit.
I don't know. It's interesting that he has like a secondary character with him, but at the same time, half the fun of like Dark Souls is like doing it by yourself.
Yeah, but that's Dark Souls.
Yeah, I was about to say, in Dark Souls I wouldn't want that, but I kind of welcome it in this genre of game because Dark Souls, and I don't want it to change in Dark Souls can feel really fucking lonely, but that's the point, is it's just like bleak. But I like the idea of having somebody with you. I mean, in Neo, there's a couple of quests where you have someone with you, and I thought it was kind of fun.
I'll say this could be very similar to Neo as well, as being very like story centric, versus like Dark Souls has story, but it's something you have to actually actively like try to pay attention to and look for.
Right.
This actually reminds me a lot of
We'll put that to
Neo.
good use.
It's cool that he can actually use the knife on the end of the kind of the bayonet to swing it around like a weapon.
Yeah, that's cool because then you have a ranged weapon that can still be used as a melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I just really wish this guy played better.
Yeah. And the damage of it seems comparable to any other melee weapon.
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Told you, this is a marvelous dude. She's just marveling all his fucking sparkly shit.
Ooh, that twisting around on that little tiny platform makes me nervous.
Watching this guy play makes me nervous. I feel like he's gonna just die any second.
Yeah.
You have to use every tool you have, right?
No.
She's mouthy.
You need to shut the fuck up. Alright? Trying to kill things out here. They're trying to kill me. I'm trying to chit chat.
She looks Russian, like anime Russian.
I'm into it.
Look at that weird, like, fur cap thing.
I'll say I think that's very intentional.
Пожалуйста.
A what?
Пожалуйста. По-русски.
I'll handle this. Go heal.
Damn, okay. Thanks, Mom. I'll cook you supper. Just go upstairs and heal.
She's almost dead. You
You
missed.
need to be able to stab things with the bayonet, lift them, and shoot them off.
Just
And shoot back. Oh, marvelous.
I'm trying to figure out what that blue gauge is above energy. Yeah, she's definitely Russian.
It's part of the Night Watch.
Oh, he died.
Oh, what's new?
Charge attacks.
There's buttons.
Dodge. Hold X to
Can
drain.
you see me?
I'd like to see the dodge. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Like, this guy just doesn't want to do it.
He's trying to build up his endurance by taking damage.
He's doing the Mike Tyson thing, just letting the guy hit him until they get tired
Yeah.
and taking him out. He's just like, I hit you and you hit me, and I hit you and you hit me.
He prefers being a meat sponge.
His mom's there, he's fine. You gotta use all the right tools, don't you know?
You're good.
Yeah, I know I'm good. I'm here, okay? I made it this far. Most people wouldn't. Mom.
Get the camera, Mom.
You're embarrassing
Swing
me in
and
front
a
of all these
miss.
guys, Mom. Is there a Dark Souls type game you'd play? Yet?
We'll put that to good
I play a
use.
little bit of Neo.
Neo's awesome, and I think you could play it. It's not even scary, but like this game's all dark and shit, even though the characters don't really move in a way that I think they could freak you out at all. Plus it's anime-like, so everything's sparkly, shiny. These things remind me of,
Well, that's that.
oh no, the darkness. Jackie, come to the dark. You ever played the darkness? It's good. It's pretty good.
Oh, there's his drain move? No, that's just the butt stab move.
The butt stab move.
You know, the Dark Souls thing where you get behind them and you just...
Fist downs.
Yeah. Except for he grew giant claws and stabbed him.
Yeah, it's just the crit hit.
The critical arts is what they'll call it, because it's anime.
Critical arts plus friendship.
The blood red seer. What was that?
Man, who was it? She's far away. She's fucking.
Is this a 30-minute video?
13.
Okay. He said 30 earlier, so
He gonna die
I
again.
thought I said 13, but it sounded like 30 for sure. But I thought it was 13. It's
There's some
definitely
sort
not
of
30.
like
I'm not watching this for 30 minutes.
shield
Oh,
thing going
420.
on every time because they get this blue aura around them and it fills up this bar above the energy.
She just reminded him that they have a job to do. So I mean, at least she's attentive. We got things to do.
That is accurate.
As someone's trying to put a sword in your ass.
What are you doing? Can you hurry up? We got shit to do today.
We got errands to run. I gotta take you to the library.
Mommy's gonna drop you off at soccer by 6.
Kill your monsters and let's go. I need a safe spot, Mom.
Just pause the game. We can play it later.
That's not so true anymore. A lot of games don't pause.
I try to explain it to my parents. They don't
This game doesn't
understand.
pause, Mom. It's online.
All games pause. You can just pause the game and come back to it. No, they don't.
Tell your online friends.
Oh,
you'll be back.
Jesus.
That looks heavy.
Now watch. He's gonna get toward a monster. He's gonna cut, and he's gonna go back to using the sword.
Probably.
Methodical, aren't you?
Yes.
Because he's walking back and forth. You know what you're talking about, lady? Mom?
We'll put that to good use.
Thanks.
Okay.
God, I would hate her. I hate her already.
Yeah, I would say this game looks cool. The only thing I'm not digging is she has a lot to say, and not in like a Dragon's Dogma kind of way. Pippin can talk all day. His voice is a little annoying, but at least what he says, there's merit to it. Oh, get up that ladder, man.
I like the little shoulder cape thing he's got.
Oh, I love shoulder capes. They're dope. Imagine being dressed like that and having to go up a ladder in your fucking fancy little suit.
Like, after parry with back attack, it's something drain.
So that thing seemed like it was a fireplace. So you could level up there.
This should help.
Thanks, Mom.
Here's your sippy cup. Your Lunchable.
Oh.
Damn, everybody gets one.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Well, at least it looks like it kind of staggers.
Hey, start dodging.
Jesus.
He's graduated.
Move on up. That thing doesn't seem to do very much damage for a big mace.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so stressful to watch this guy play.
Oh, there he goes.
Mom put a band-aid on it at least.
All I can think of is the mace is Monster Hunter right now. I just want to see him.
We'll put that to good use.
What are you doing? Just flipping his cape a little.
What do you think the masks are for? They both have one.
They could be vampires to hide their...
Well, they are vampires. They both have red eyes, but his looks like a gas mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a lot of the images I saw, they're wearing those a lot.
Maybe they can't fucking
It's a plot device.
breathe daylight.
It's a plot device.
Like all be
Combo drain.
Bane.
Yes. I mean, have you heard her talking the whole time?
You're embarrassing me
And then
in
just-
front of my friends, Mom.
They're just in this deep cave, and all of a sudden there's just an industrial door.
Honestly, that was a nice door.
There you go. You're good.
She's really, really annoying.
Yeah, I hope there's a way to mute her.
You probably won't notice as much if you were actually playing, though.
Yeah, but she's repeated so many things in the short amount of time. I mean, this is a 13-minute video, and I've heard her say most of these things already.
Look at that blood. A lost echo. Okay then.
Yeah, so what do we think of gameplay?
It looks pretty good. As far as like, if we're just gonna talk about like gameplay mechanics and stuff like that, it was a little hard to get a grasp for all the mechanics because they didn't seem to be really exploring too much what they could do. This seems pretty standard for the game type. I just hope. I guess what I needed to see was what we didn't get, which was actual like game mechanic stuff. So like, how's leveling work? What's the gear system like? Is this just going to be an arcadey game, or is it going to actually have like depth, like a Souls title would? So I have more questions, I think, than answers at this point.
Yeah, I've watched a couple things on already, and it seems like there is going to be more to it. I think the guy playing it kind of made it worse just because he didn't know what he's doing. Apparently, he's never played a game before. And it's like the one guy ever they found in a rock, and they're like, "You want to play this game?" He's like, well, yeah, I guess. And they hand him the controller.
Put down my Pong controller real quick.
I'll put down my club and my fucking spear, and I'll play your video game. But yeah, it looks cool. I like the style. I've been intrigued with it ever since I first saw it. I think it's neat that it's because Neo definitely brought some Ninja Gaiden Japanese flair to Dark Souls style games. I love Neo. This game, bringing that anime flair to it. Yeah, looks cool.
It looks okay. It feels kind of lackluster. It feels kind of empty compared to a Dark Souls game.
Yeah. Well, it feels it still looks cool to me, but it feels lesser than like Neo or Dark Souls to me. Like,
Yeah.
It feels like it's missing something. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
it
what
does.
Huh.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep giving it a chance. This is gonna be one of those games though that I'm gonna wait for when it comes out and reviews. If they're like all pretty good across the board, I'll be like,
You're
okay.
gonna park outside of Best Buy overnight and wait for it?
I don't do that for games I'm even anticipating, so I normally buy them digitally because I'm impatient. And then as soon as 9 p.m. rolls around, I'm fucking playing it. But then I'm like, God damn it, I wanted that physically.
Yep.
Yeah, looks cool though. Still, probably should watch the customization video, but we'll save it for another time. Last video that we'll be watching is Monster Hunter World: 6 Interesting Map Features You Might Have Missed. It's by Arx Gaming.
I doubt it.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, so some stuff we might have missed. Details. I think this is one of his latest videos for Monster Hunter, so let's get into it. I already hit play. It's like,
Yo, what's going on, guys? Arx here. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. And today, I want to take a moment to
Puff
cover
back.
interesting observations from the 3 maps.
Run,
we
Puffy,
can
run.
see. Ancient Forest,
according to the
Wild
comments,
Waste,
plenty of people are going to be
and
gunning for Puff
Highlands.
Pat, so
I mentioned in my last video that I
Monsters.
recorded a complete map tour
they're the real
of the
monsters.
Ancient Forest.
We need to hunt
I
them.
got around to uploading it in its entirety, but I have been systematically splicing bits of it into the videos you guys have been watching lately. So instead of uploading the whole thing, I thought I'd talk about a few interesting topics instead. 6 to be precise.
Heartbeat
So if you do
meter
enjoy
down
this, then
here.
like would be super appreciated. And be sure to comment down below and let me know if you guys have any questions. Now, first up, coming in at number 1, the entrance to Astera. Astera is the name of the hub town in Monster Hunter World. We've seen gameplay
It's so
of it
cool
thanks
looking.
to a TGS livestream, and if you missed that, then I'll leave a link to the video down below. But rather interestingly, the entrance to Astera can actually be found at the edge of the ancient forest. From the base camp, if you run towards the beach, where the Great Jagras is typically found in the demo, then just beyond
So
that
much more
point are the
vast.
front gates. You can't walk in here, or
prior
at least
games.
I couldn't in the demo, and I imagine you won't be able to during main quests either. But it's rather interesting to see how everything is connected. When you look at the world map, you can see
It adds like
that
a
this
something
is
Dark
the
Souls
forest,
does.
and
You can
this
see like
is
landmarks,
Astera.
and
So that does
you
cause
feel like the
some
world's
questions as to
established and
whether
real,
other zones
not just like a
are
zone you
connected,
teleported
or at
to.
least visible from other points of the map, perhaps high vantage points. It is,
So
of course,
this
worth calling
view
out
of the
the
aerial
idea
map
to say
really
walk
gives the
through
sense that
the
like this is the
forest towards my
gameplay
waist,
area,
regardless, because
but
the
since
other
it's still
thing
connected to a
is
larger
that
landmass, it could
They can
allow
add
for
more,
expansions.
Smart on their part.
At the very beginning of the game, since at the very end of the prologue, or at least what I'm calling the prologue because that's what it seems to be, the part where you fly away from Zora Magdalos, you then crash land in the ancient forest, and beyond that point we don't know what happens since they ended the live stream. But given the crash site's proximity to the door, I'm willing to bet that this is the path we take at the very beginning of the game. Moving on from there, in at number 2, we actually have something from Wildspire Waste. I never actually got around to doing a complete Wildspire Waste breakdown since I was at Gamescom at the time. My focus was on the weapon videos instead. But one of the really cool things that did crop up was the ability to hire the local wildcats to trap the barrels.
dope.
And of course, by extension, other monsters too. I've spoken
If
about
you
the
guys
wildcats
help me, I'll
before
give
when
you
explaining
all
how
the
your
catnip.
palicos can gain
Here's the
access to
Felvine.
smaller
Enjoy.
monsters.
Yeah.
Again, link down below if you guys missed that, but the Wildcats have many roles besides just teaching your palicos the language of the local monsters. Sometimes they can join your team, other times, like this, they can band together to deploy what is effectively an environmental trap.
they're not
Similar
gonna
to,
walk
say,
around with
kicking a
little
shock frog or a
hand
flash fly.
weapons.
Oh, they're
sticky paw you.
so annoying.
Handy, you can learn where they're typically located, since you could then take advantage
Steal your
of
items and
Stole your shit. God, I hated
And
that.
then run away.
and then trap it.
Mine, bitch.
However,
You can always get this
on
back, you
top
know.
of wild cats, in number 3, you can actually locate them on the map. There's a lot of information on the map this time round, lots of things that can be tracked in real time, things that can be tracked by your scout flyers, and these cats are also another option. You can see here, this little collection of icons, these are the cats. In fact, once you're close by, you can see the markers through the environment if you're tracking
This is dumb, but I just noticed that the areas still have the numbers, which is nice. Because now that there's no zones you're loading from, at least you can still strategize and talk about what area you're in, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, now Chris can still yell across the microphone. He's like, it's in 6.
So while in Monster Hunter World you can only ever bring one Palico with you on a quest, that doesn't mean to say that you're limited to just one companion. True, these companions are temporary, but again, if you learn their locations, they can be something you can call on in times of need.
Oh, neat.
Moving on from there to number 4, that big rock in the centre of the ancient forest. If you have a glider mantle, you can actually get on top of it. Why is this even remotely useful, you ask? Well,
you knock it
traps
down.
like this can be triggered in a number of different ways. You can fire something from your slinger into it, be that a seed, a rock, or even a precious paralysis or poison knife. And that will then cause it to come loose and fall down, hopefully on the monster's unsuspecting head. However, in the event that you were too lazy to gather items, only to realise later that you can't fire anything from your slinger since you have
Just
nothing
smack
to
it a
fire,
bunch, right?
then at times like that, you need to be a little bit more resourceful. The combination of grappling hook, vine swinging, and good mantle gliding allows you to get up here, at which point you could then hit it with your blade, or plant a bomb, should you wish.
We're going
Kinda
down.
It's like, fuck this, I'm out.
After that, in at number 5, the small wyverns you see floating on the maps are your ticket to a quick and easy ride around the map. We've seen these used a couple of times in different live streams, but if you fire something at one of them from your slinger, a red pit or some other kind of seed, they'll then come a little lower to the ground, giving you the ability to grapple onto them and ride them
He's so
around the
pissed
map.
looking.
Well,
It's like,
sometimes
ah,
the wyverns
fuck.
have predetermined
I'd be
routes
pissed
for
too.
when this
Some
happens.
asshole just hits you and then grabs
Grabs onto your leg and take me away. What
I would just stop looking at Facebook. Stop. Get off.
Sort of like a
Get your cord.
So you just dangle him right with the Rathalos. Hey, hey, hey.
Just fucking lower him down into someone's mouth.
For those of you guys new to the series, barcasters are an item from previous titles that you throw on the ground to teleport back to base, handy if you're about to die.
Right.
You might, however, begin to ask, well, why would I want to ride one of these when I could just fast travel to the nearest base camp? And while yes, that is a valid point, there are two things to remember. One, fast travel only works if you are out of combat, so if you're being chased, then it's
That's a good way to get the fuck out, yeah.
Farcasters you could
base
cast
camps
at any
aren't
time.
always located exactly where you want to go. So if you have camps as well, then between those and the base camps, you will be able to maximize your efficiency when map traveling. Great.
I'm gonna be pissed if I'm in a boss fight and fucking one of you guys just get on us and leave.
I'm
Bye.
gonna do it. I'm just gonna be like, hey, hey. I'm gonna poke something and be like, all right, I'm out.
You got this. You got
Once
this.
the Capcom live stream, characters like this show up randomly, and you
Yoda?
select them to get some
It's the
information,
Veggie
but
Elder.
Unfortunately, they aren't always there. So it's worth speaking to them as and when you see them.
It's
But
Gandalf.
that, my friends, is pretty much it. Those were just a few quick map-specific observations that I wanted to call out. Some may be new to you, others may be less so, but now it's all in one place. That is also most of my Gamescom footage finally used up, but I do still have a few more things planned, so as always, keep it locked for more Monster Hunter World coverage. Hopefully we get a new trailer soon with Paris Games Week and the Game Awards on the horizon. It'd be nice to think that one of those two events could give us something else to go on. But anyway, for the time being, thanks for watching. Take it easy.
I'd say for this
Next
guy,
time.
man, fuck, I'm
Peace out.
surprised he can still make videos. He's doing this shit constantly. Let us know in the comments, too, if you find something we have not watched yet, and let us know about it. What'd you guys think?
Oh, I like the because you brought it before in previous Monster Hunters. You had like a lot of cats or whatever. I think that was 4, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one you don't have that, but you still kind of do by like knowing where they're at on the map, and you can go recruit them temporarily while you're doing the mission, and then you don't have to worry about them when you leave, type of thing. You still just have the one. So I think they kind of took both systems and kind of meshed that together really well, which is nice. Other than that, besides the what word do I want? Having the town actually be part of the map, so that there is a a sense of that they are actually connected in the world as one piece instead of zones, like you said before. I think it's great. I think a lot of games are getting way better at that too. You don't feel like you're zoning into these like drastically different areas that you're supposed to believe are connected. Now they do take into consideration like
The flow.
the flow of landscape and how things connect, so that it's more believable that you're in these places. So and they've shown nothing but great detail in this game anyway. So I'm not surprised by it, but it is welcome.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. I was on the same page with that, just because like in a game where you just load to a zone or whatever, it doesn't ever bother me at all. Like, if the gameplay is good enough, I'm not thinking about that. But just adding, that's one of those things that if you add it, it's just an extra thing you didn't have to do that I appreciate, because it kind of makes you feel like it's a living, breathing world. Monster Hunter has always had a very realized and established visual style to it and world. But going to the zone, the games have always lended themselves more to just the gameplay versus feeling like you're living in a living, breathing world. So having that kind of just makes it feel more established, which is really neat. Just another added thing to the game that's already great. It's cool that he showed the boulder thing too, just because like I've seen in many videos now that boulder falling and hitting things. I always figure it was triggered by getting shot. It's cool to see that even if you're like a melee dude or something like that, you can still get up there and hit that thing down.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. Monster Hunter, I can't complain too much about it. They haven't changed anything in a bad way. Everything just seems to be improvements upon it. I am going to miss the loading screens, though, because I kind of exploit those. When I need to catch a moment, I just want to slow down for a little bit. I just go back and forth between okay, just take a breather.
Oh, I did that too, yeah. I'd be fighting something and it'd be right in my face. I'm like,
That's what the things are for.
I guess so, yeah.
So you still have something like that.
Which is cool, because we've also seen that many times, people flying around on those. But it was kind of cool for him to be talking about reasons to use that, and it's obvious, but it is cool to think you could be getting your ass kicked and just catch a ride on one of those and
get out.
I'm gonna troll the hell out of everybody with it. I'm just gonna use my bow, find something big, poke at it, and fly away. Where are you going, Chris? Gotta go.
Gotta go. I gotta leave. I don't know where I'm going, but I gotta do it.
Something's come up. I gotta go.
My mom's calling me. Yeah, pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to say on anything else at all?
No,
Just end this. Chris can go to sleep.
Just another reminder that next week we are going to be on vacation, so content on the channel will not be the normal content. We will try to put something out for you guys, though, even if it is just like
Tasty
you said,
bits.
Little vlog bits.
If any big news comes out, though, I'm for sure gonna
Talk
doing
about it.
something on
Yeah. We just obviously the set won't be here, and Chris won't be with us.
It'll be on phone quality, but it's a Note 8, so it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, but other than that, I had wanted to try to make some stuff, but busy. It seems to be a common theme around here. So finding extra time to do stuff like that didn't happen. I did think though that maybe if we could fit it in, maybe Thursday or Friday night, we could technically still make shows for the week, but then you'd have to edit them that night. That would be a lot of work on your behalf, but
It depends on what comes out or whatever. I mean, if I don't know, we'll figure that out. I haven't thought about it yet, but it's definitely a possibility. I still want to do something too preemptively early, because then that still leaves more days for things to show up. So it's probably better if we did it more reactively. The only thing that sucks is we won't have Chris for the episodes, but he will understand. He'll be able to get more sleep and do more Photoshop.
Ugh, endless Photoshop.
he could use it as an opportunity to play the Plus games.
The Plus games, he can also play Overwatch since he's not doing that.
He's gonna do that anyways.
And then also he can play Horizon Zero Dawn, and also start playing every other game that we've been telling him to play.
The only other one I
Do it all in that
would
week.
push him to play other than Horizon would be near, but I'm still playing my copy. So
And Evil Within 2 was really good. I think you would dig them visually. Yeah. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of games to play, Chris.
I spend 12 hours a day doing Photoshop, right?
Spend another 12 playing video games and not sleep if you do math, which I don't. Yeah.
you got at least 4 hours a day you could be playing games in there.
I guess.
I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about anything we talked about, though. Are you excited for fucking Monster Energy Supercross? What's your thoughts on Code Vein? Are you sold on it? Do you still want to see more on it? Does it look like shit to you? Horizon Zero Dawn, did you play it? Did you like it?
Should Chris play it?
Should Chris play it? Yes. Thumbs up. For
Let me know.
for that.
Let me know. I'm still teetering.
Yeah. And yeah, save Puffbat. Don't kill it. You monsters. Some guy was talking about,
Join the cult of the Puffbat.
somebody was talking about bashing with a fucking hammer, and I was like, Jesus Christ. That's gonna do it for this episode of the Tastecast, episode 43. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our many other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter. I tweet sometimes. Chevy's keeping the Tumblr alive, so I think.
Sometimes.
Right? Every time I go on there, there's new stuff. It's all from you. Yeah, check out the streams on the channel. If you miss them, they're uploaded. I should be doing Dragon's Dogma soon. And Chris is on Twitch, tasty_fruit. But yeah, as always, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And until next week, where we may have some episodes, have a good weekend, guys, and take it easy.